all the talking we've done about the absurdity of our pandemic days, maybe it's the nights that have been the strangest. The anxiety keeping us staring at the ceiling, tossing and turning deep into the night, and drifting into the weirdest of dream worlds.
I dreamt that I was watching a movie and turned around to see my girlfriend had duct taped herself to my bedroom window.
Canadian filmmakers have been illustrating the COVID dreams people submit. Academics chronicling them in global studies over the last year. Some of you sending us your bizarre tales.
In my dream, I was like, oh my God, what?
It's always me being in an overcrowded area with people that are neither practicing social distancing or wearing a mask.
I do not like COVID in my dreams. If I could sanitize my mind.
Is filthy. The doors are hanging off the hinges.
And this waitress leans into me and says, "I'm sorry, I have to do this." And then at the moment when she plunged, I screamed and woke up.
Clearly, pandemic dreaming is by now a global phenomenon, and among the explanations for it is a pretty simple one. With so many no longer commuting, something happens around the time we used to get up for work. Many just don't. People around the world staying in bed almost an hour longer in the mornings, according to a Brown University survey. And for sleep scientists, there is meaning there.
Is that a thing, Elizabeth, that there's a connection between the types and vividness of the dreams we're having and what time we're staying in bed until?
Yes, definitely. So most vivid, immersive, kind of spatiotemporal, emotional dreams happen in the morning.
And because morning dreams are more easily remembered, we're all talking about them. In a year that Elizaveta Solomonova of McGill has been collecting the stories of pandemic dreams, she's seen a shift. In those first days of lockdown, when no one was going anywhere and we felt stuck, we worked through that in our sleep.
So the most prevalent dream theme during the first lockdown was trying over and over to do something and not succeeding. What they dreamt about being unable to do stuff they wanted to do.
Those feelings of trying to catch a flight and missing it, making a run for the border but not getting there, those dreams happened a lot. Harvard Medical School's professor Deirdre Barrett has been studying dream life her entire career. She says this era is a standout.
Dream recall was just way up this time in a way that was not as true of any other crisis.
Imagery in dreams is sometimes really obvious. Consider what she found after 9/11. After looking at all that in real life, of course there were dream submissions of plane crashes or fires. But in the early days of the pandemic, COVID and the fear of it didn't necessarily look like anything, so our brains figured it out. Plenty of dreams of natural disasters, especially tsunamis, and oddly, bugs.
And it could be any kind of insect. People dreamed about swarms of bees and hornets flying at them, armies of cockroaches running at the dreamer.
Think about it, she says. Bugs are a pretty logical metaphor for viruses, and early pandemic dreams were infested with them. They certainly were for Mary Boutillier of Toronto, who sent us a deeply creepy COVID dream.
I came in the house, took off my mask, and the inside of my mouth was coated with sticky, dead houseflies.
Her mouth is full of like houseflies, and she's trying to get them out, and there's like one or two still left.
Yeah, that would be in there. There anything from the bugs are going to kill you to just the bugs are dirty and disgusting, and it's more like this is going to make you sick.
Once masks became the ubiquitous image of the pandemic, they took over in dream imagery.
So have you been having any COVID dreams?
Yes. Are you?
Trust Margaret Atwood to be ahead of the curve on that one.
I was at this big party, which I in fact had thrown. And in the middle of it, I realized it's a big party and none of us have got any masks on.
Canadians who sent us their dream stories, like Rosie Grant of Edmonton, can apparently relate.
You know those dreams where you show up somewhere like work or school and you're not wearing any clothes and it's rather embarrassing? Well, now the embarrassment comes from showing up somewhere without a mask.
To be anxious in our sleep about a room full of unmasked people probably says a lot about how embedded the public health messages have become. And dreams of feeling trapped or locked away, which so many describe, are potentially important.
And so what do you think people should do with this information?
if you pay attention to some of the nuances of exactly what you're dreaming about and what it might be a metaphor for, some people aren't as conscious that the loneliness is even worse than the fear of getting the virus until they have this dream of being in solitary confinement.
Having bad dreams doesn't mean it's bad for us. So very often our dreams are kind of revealing to us our own existential concerns, our own fears, our own anxieties.
More than a parlor game, then, to talk about the weirdness of our pandemic nights, all the drama in our brains that ramps up when the sun goes down.